Ones Go Productions.
I was
What,
like,
the director's name again,
some of those,
Alicia?
some of that wax got to be going down some cleavages at some point.
Right? They're playing fast and loose with fire safety here.
He's on boobs today, isn't he? He's on boobs. Let me just say
No,
that.
I'm butt man forever, dog.
Oh, damn.
Lights go down, curtains drawn, time to set the scene. David, Alicia, Kevin on the mic, breaking down the movies you love, day or night, from the classics to the blockbusters, brand new. Every Monday they've got the real review. The real verdict, grab your seat, it's showtime. Popcorn's ready and the takes are prime. Action, drama, horror, comedy, no scripts unturned. The Real Verdict Podcast, where the spotlight burns. So dim the lights, let the credits roll. It's the real verdict, time to know.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to The Real Verdict. I'm David.
I'm Alicia.
And I'm motherfucking Kevin.
That's right. And on this show, we judge movies. We prosecute the shit out of them. So, I have two counselors here, which you've already met. And on the red corner, I have Alicia. Gonna beat you, Watson.
Oh, I like that. That makes me sound
She's-
tougher than I am.
You are tough. I've
You
heard
are tough.
stories.
Ain't
I've
no
heard
moth too
stories.
tough.
She's about 125 pounds, and she's ready to fight. And in the blue corner, I have Kevin, Home Alone Sapiel Jr. I would say he's about 225
Oh,
on a
close.
good day.
Very
Yeah, right?
close. Very
I'm pretty
close.
good. 227?
230.
I think this is a sign you guys spend way too much time together.
Kevin is definitely one of my best friends. And today we are going to review a movie of my choice. Just to review real quick, we did watch a movie chosen by Kevin, and that was The Burbs, starring Tom Hanks. It was a very good movie. We agreed mostly on that one. And then Alicia picked Overboard, starring Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell, right? They're
Of which
not married,
I
but
was
they are.
ruthlessly prosecuted by both
Yeah.
of these guys.
We definitely put him to the stake. You know what I'm saying?
What? Previously
Or we
possessed.
put a pike.
My girl. Previously possessed. She agrees. Our
All right,
listener.
all right. She So yeah, those are very good movies. They're 80s movies, and today we're doing my 80s movies. Alicia, you want to give a synopsis of mine?
Yes, so we watched Amadeus, which is a 1984 period drama directed by Milos Forman, and it
Yes.
portrays the musical genius Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart through the jealous eyes of his rival, court composer Antonio Salieri, in an 18th century kind of like, it's dramatized. It doesn't necessarily hold true to history, and I think that that's an important point going into it to watch,
Yeah, the
because I think it would
storyline is
change whether or
fictional.
not that you I think it could change how you think of it, but it's basically his obsession in destroying Mozart out of envy for his effortless divine talent, leading to a dark fictionalized tale of ambition, jealousy, and God's unfair favor,
Wow.
whatever that means.
She read the shit out of that. Am I
Straight
right?
from the Blockbuster box movie. There you
God
go.
damn, son. Good
I
job.
miss going to Blockbuster and reading the back of movies.
Same.
You know what?
Anyways, separate
That was
problem.
a good time. I really did not like when Netflix popped up.
Yeah.
I remember saying, "There's no way Netflix is going to
They
overtake
used to just
Blockbuster." No
mail
way.
the movies to you
Yeah.
when they first
Oh.
started.
And
Are
now
we
they
showing our
own Warner
ages?
Brothers, or they're about to. Anyway,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Conglomerates. But I
That's a
mean,
side
that
note.
means that I think our watching is about to get better.
Yes,
Yes.
what you
I
said.
think they're
I
about to
agree.
bring in some good shit.
That's right. That's right. All right, counselors.
Word life, basic thugonomics.
Who's going first? Where's my prosecutor? Who's my prosecutor in this one?
Well, I'm giving it 7 chocolate covered pretzels out
God
of 10.
damn. Okay. Okay. Stone. Ouch.
I give
Kevin,
this
11?
2 Swedish fish.
Oh. Okay, so there's my
He
prosecutor.
hated it more than my movie.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
Sorry to
All right.
feature Kevin's ears for that one.
We have a prosecutor. Sir, please lay out your case. Let's hear what you have to say.
It was
Is he muted?
extremely fucking boring. I fell asleep 20 times. There was way too much listen, the musical is great.
Yes.
There was way too
Yes.
much of that stage shit. It was just I just wanted the storyline and that's it, and they fucking averted from it. And I know that this movie had won a ton of awards back in its day. And
Yes.
in the 80s, movies like this did really well. They were period pieces, and there's a lot of work that goes into these movies. Period pieces in general. Even now to this
Mhm.
day, there's a shit ton of work to it. And granted, the only reason why I'm giving it a 2 is because of the aversion of the storyline. The storyline was way too, like, here and
Complicated?
there. It wasn't complicated. I could follow it. I wanted the story. I didn't want to sit here and watch them play the opera. Like, if I
You don't
want to
like
see an
opera, sir?
opera, I love
Classical
operas.
music is not your jam?
No, I like classical
Well,
music,
these were
but I'm just saying,
like
when I
3
watch
of the
them,
best operas ever made that were
exactly,
in this movie.
exactly. But what I'm saying is when I watch a movie, I want to watch a movie. I don't want to watch an opera. If I want to watch an opera, I'll go to a fucking opera.
Yeah. Question: You're obviously aware of Mozart and you know his music.
Yes, yes.
Are you a fan? Did you like
Yeah,
his music?
yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's funny because Allie watched this with me and I had to explain to her who Mozart was.
Aye. Sorry, Allie.
And she's like, I don't get it. And I was like, it's a fictional story. It's just
True.
it's about real people, but it's just the whole thing's completely made up. And she also was bored, and she's like, I'd give this movie a 0. No, she didn't say that, but
What did she rate it? Did she have a rating?
she didn't have a rating. She was just
She had
like,
a rating. Okay.
she just like at the end, and she's like, David picked this, and I go, yeah. She's like, I thought he liked movies.
I do. I love them.
I think that 2 things can be true. That it cannot be Kevin's movie and it can still be a good movie. Like it cannot be for Kevin, but it can still be a good movie. And I think that it shows the diversity in David's taste as well.
For sure. Yes, absolutely.
Daddy like that.
Um,
Yes. Thank you.
Acting.
Forever just Switzerland over here.
Yeah. So the reason why I gave it 2 points was for the
Yes, sir.
acting. Acting all around phenomenal. It was completely
So the acting was
flawless.
phenomenal and only gets 2 points? What? Okay. Okay. All right. All right.
I just felt like there was a lot of things lacking.
Like
I was
what?
I was expecting more. I was expecting the story. Like I was just expecting something amazing. Especially reading that this movie had won so many awards. But at the same time, I'm also more of a modern movie watcher just because I wasn't even alive in '84.
True.
So like movies now have gotten, in my opinion, better with their sticking to their stories. Where this movie wanted to show the amazing distances that they would go for these operas and the amount of work that they put into it and the money and all that stuff. And I just
That
wanted
and a true artist's struggle.
yes. And I just wanted the story. I didn't want the plays. That's all.
Fair enough.
I'm probably gonna change my rating, but I judged it. I gave you a 2 just because I wanted to fuck with you. So
Oh, and here it comes. There it is. Yeah, no. I mean, you have your opinion. I am totally okay with it. You know, you're entitled to your opinion.
yeah,
I
like
have a lot of respect for your opinion, young man. Even though
yeah.
what
I
the
mean,
hell are you talking about? You know,
I mean, it's not like I know I'll never watch it. I'm never gonna watch this again. It's
yeah,
2.5 hours.
right.
And
And
it
there's
was
a
just
director's cut.
yeah.
Also, I'm
There's a
like, yeah.
director's cut. There's a theatrical cut. There's a freaking.
Mm-hmm.
They redid it in 2003 or something like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
recut it or whatever the fuck you want to say. But I do think that like obviously, like I said, there was a lot of work that went into this. I mean, fun fact is that fucking the frick is his name, Murray Abraham and
Mm-hmm. F.
Tom
Murray Abraham. Yeah.
Blues.
Yeah.
The director pitted them against each other in real life
Yes.
to make their characters more relatable. And Abraham also kept his distance from Tom just so that he can still like look at him with envy and still be like
Yeah.
an adversary through the movie. So I thought that was pretty interesting too. And Abraham
They did a
won.
lot of interesting things behind the scenes.
They
Like
did.
this cast had a lot of fun together afterwards and like advertising the movie and
Hmm.
like I watched a lot of behind the scenes things about it after the fact because I was interested in that too. I heard that the director did a very good job of putting them into character. And I think that's why you see such phenomenal acting
Yes.
in the movie.
To touch on what Kevin said.
That was my favorite part of the whole entire. Because, like, again, like it just kept drawing out in certain parts where I was just like, man, I'm getting tired. I'm gonna fall asleep and stuff like that. But again,
That and
like,
you have like really good character development from Antonio Salieri as well.
Yeah,
like
dude, it was amazing.
initially you feel really bad for him, and I like the full circle of it. Like, you know, he believes that he poisoned Mozart. He's gonna try and kill himself. Like he's in this deep despair.
Yeah.
And then you see what really happened and how he ended up there. And he's the only one that can recognize how brilliant he really is. Like he can see past the juvenile humor and goofiness and like really out there behavior at the end and kind of see the brilliance for who it is, despite the fact that he was never able to make it to that caliber.
mhm.
Like that scene where he realizes that the sheet music that he's holding are like all originals and he's
Yeah.
just like going through it in his brain and he's like, holy shit. And I love that she's just sitting there like eating a casual snack while he's having like a life altering moment.
Yeah, there was a lot of
But
titties.
anyway, there was a lot of titties.
Absolutely.
But I think that is in true 1800s fashion.
No,
Right,
I don't
they
really
push him
think
out.
they did,
Way
but
out.
they were their shit was always up here. Like their dresses
Mhm.
were always up to their neck.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, but
it's not
corset.
100%
Corsets were
true.
underneath.
Yeah.
So-
Corset would do it. They would push it all the way up. But to touch on what Kevin
Who
said,
needs to breathe?
I do. I love breathing.
It's a good thing you wouldn't have been made to wear a corset in the 1800s.
So what Kevin was
I
saying,
don't think anybody was made to, by the way.
Tom Hulse and the person who played his wife wasn't the same girl that actually played it. So it was a different woman. Her Meg, I can't remember her last name, but she was up for it. And so what you were saying, F. Murray Abraham was saying, is that actress and Tom had such a tight connection. They were always joking around and this and that, that F. Murray Abraham felt like he was on the outside. Like, you know what I'm saying? He felt like they were making fun of him. He used that to play his part. And yeah, I think the director did egg that on a little bit by pushing him aside a little bit. But
The director
was,
gave them different notes for same scenes, and that's
yes,
what caused that divide.
right.
100%.
Yes.
Did it
Alicia?
on purpose.
And he did a lot of research, like Mozart research, to get into that character. Like he went like
He literally
Ledger
learned
style, like
full
yeah,
songs by
he
piano.
dove into the madness that was Mozart.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good thing that it wasn't historically accurate, because I think if it was, it would have been boring.
I
It
how,
would not have been as good of a story,
yeah,
Right.
or as good of a drama, I should say.
yeah.
I like
yeah.
the dramatization of it.
I like how one of his
And-
wigs was slightly pink. It made me laugh.
Yeah, he was like punk rock back then, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. That
That and
laugh
he's
haunts
just like
my
a
night-
true
my dreams, though.
madman. The cackle, I know.
It
Oh
fucking,
my
oh my
God.
god.
Yeah.
We were like a half an hour into it, and I was like, I
Haunting.
don't know if I can fucking take this movie anymore. I just can't do it with that fucking laugh, dude. It's starting to piss me off.
It was haunting.
It was.
But it was, and also there's just like so many like awkwardly polite moments in this time period
Mhm.
as well, where like people like kind of dance around each other and talk so much shit about each other that I'm just
Yeah.
like, man, the 1800s were, I wrote in my notes, man, the 1800s were a place to be. And I like how they used Mozart's music to like portray feelings throughout this movie as well. Like they used it in the background of different moments where it
Yes.
conveyed feeling. And I like that 80s movies do that. And we talked about that in The Burbs, like with the silly, like, doo, doo, doo. But
Mhm.
in this one, they're using just his classical music. And I think that that was really cool. It was a cool homage to who he was as an artist.
For sure.
But yeah, I liked it more than I thought I was going to, is my takeaway. I had to watch it in 2 parts. Because I started it later than, and I didn't realize how long it was, and then it was like 11:30, and I was like, I probably should go to sleep. But I did really like it, and sometimes I'm with Kevin that the madness that is Mozart was a little too much for me at times. I was just like, oh, like I get that he's a brilliant artist, but I could not have tolerated him for very long.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He was a
And
spoiled
I
brat.
like their like love-hate friendship. And of course, like the way he died, like when they find him and he had died, like that's really sad. Like I understand the heaviness in history for like that loss. Because he really was brilliant.
Yeah.
And I did find myself feeling bad for Antonio a lot. Like it's like, yeah, it's easy to hate him because he is kind of a dickbag. But he does have like his own tragedies where it's like, I guess like I equated it to when I'm researching a serial killer for Truly Twisted, you can feel bad for how their upbringing was and like the things that happened to them and made them into who they were, and still recognize the shit things they did. So yes, he was a little bit of a shitbag. And he did try to take advantage of Mozart, but he also realized how truly brilliant he was, and he's like, okay, I understand. You are better than me, and I truly recognize that now. So
He's like, you're better than me, and I need to take you down. That's what's his fucking.
That was
thing.
his. Yes.
And the
that
minute,
was his original motive. Yes.
the minute he saw him fucking floundering around on the floor with that floozy, he was like, oh my god. And then the woman that he had a crush on, he's like, I knew once the way she reacted to the wife thing, the marriage thing, he's like, I knew he had her, that slime ball, and blah blah blah. And I was just like, dude, this guy is
it
fucking
just adds
retarded.
to the jealousy. Yeah, it adds to the jealousy.
Yeah, and
the idea that he would forsake his God because he felt that God is not only giving him the ability to recognize the genius, but it also not giving him that ability that he wants so badly. But and that is the reason for all. But do you guys think that what he did actually caused the death of Mozart in the movie, not the actual what happened to him? But
like, I think it helped.
You think
I
it
think
helped?
Inadvertently it added to it, and I
when
think
you're
that's
sick,
why
you
he
need
feels
rest.
such guilt.
Yeah, when you're sick, you need rest, and he wasn't allowing him to rest.
He was pushing him to finish it.
Especially at the end, yes.
Yeah.
When they were in the room together. He was like, fucking, stay up. He's like, I can go, I can keep going. He's like, I just need to rest. He's like, but I can still write. I was just like, dude, shut the fuck
weight
up. Let him
of
sleep. God.
somebody that brilliant being human too. Like it's just like, yeah, we can only do so much as humans, and
Yeah.
it is sad that that's the way that it ended, both historically and in this movie. Yes, no, that's not how Mozart actually died. He did die of disease and exhaustion and pushing himself too much, but Antonio Salieri wasn't directly involved.
He was not even,
No,
really
it was his
involved.
own madness that drove him to
Yeah,
that. But
and in real life, they weren't even really enemies. I mean, Salieri even
correct.
taught Mozart's son. So
he was a composer as well, and he was like
Yeah.
he was
So,
envious of Mozart's success.
Right.
But yes,
Right, yeah. So like when we're going through the beginning, it's like the first half hour or so or whatever, and he's like it's after he meets Mozart, and I'm like and he's like wanting to like he's already like making up his mind to sabotage him and stuff like that. Especially after I think he's like it was very quirky. It was very simple, but it produced a lot of good things for Mozart's work, and he's just like, what the fuck, this fucking motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh yes. Well, he goes in and meets
Yeah.
the emperor and whatnot.
Yeah, and I'm like,
And-
this guy has a really cushy job, and
Mhm.
Mozart has nothing. Mozart has no money, and Salieri has this cushy job.
He has everything, really.
And he
Yeah.
has
But
plenty
isn't
of
it
money.
interesting how like jealousy and how like the perspective of how your own life is
Yeah,
can aid in like
That's
how
what
you see things?
right. That's what I'm
Right?
trying to.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Exactly.
he had
He-
all the things that he really needed.
He was the more privileged, yeah.
Yes.
So Salieri was very vain. That was one of, I feel like that's one of
Vanity.
his fatal
That's-
flaws.
That's what I
Very
wrote
vain.
Yeah.
down. I said
And,
this guy has a lot of vanity, and it's
for
pissing me
sure.
off.
And that scene that you're talking about is one of my favorite scenes when Mozart walks in, meets the emperor, listens to him playing the music, and then he already has it in his head. He's
Yeah.
like, oh no, I don't need that. I have it here. All of it? He's like, yeah. And he starts to improvise and improve on that. You could see Salieri's face looking around at his peers, like, are they? And they're amazed, right? And so he's
Yeah.
like, damn, son. That's
That
some-
guy,
that's
the
some
guy
bullshit.
with the glasses.
Because they
The-
are true opposites.
Yes.
Yes, yes, they are. But the guy
are,
with the
absolutely.
glasses, that was always the big fucking
Oh,
jaw. That guy pissed me off
Rosenberg?
a lot too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the fat guy that was always with them,
Yeah.
he would laugh at like Mozart and agree with Mozart sometimes, and then they'd
Yeah.
turn and look at him and be like, "Oh shit, shouldn't have
Yeah,
done that."
that's what court life was like. You were in
Yeah.
the court and you had to toe the line, right? So, but I thought that was funny too. I really like that.
Yeah.
Whole,
The like subtle
Dynamic.
bits of comedy, yeah.
yeah,
It
so
was
good.
cute.
I have
So
to
good.
say, my real rating is 6 for this.
Okay, okay.
2 was just so I could
okay.
talk shit.
All right, yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good. I like it.
And I
So-
think I wrote in my notes too. I was like, I wonder if Antonio Salieri had not taken himself so seriously and had not been so like staunch and judgy of Mozart's,
Yeah.
goofiness and like madness, if he would have been as brilliant. Like maybe the fact that Mozart didn't take himself so seriously
Mhm.
aided in his creative flow. Like it made him better at what he did because he could see and feel and do different things than somebody that's always in their brain. You know what I mean?
Yes.
you can
He
see that
was
with
truly
art.
brilliant, but it makes you wonder from a character development standpoint if he could have been great if he hadn't been so wrapped up in his jealousy and taking himself too seriously.
For sure.
Yeah.
For
Not
sure.
able to let go fully, right?
Correct.
And do something, because Amadeus was he didn't care about what other
Mhm.
people thought. He just was going to do what he wanted to do. I think that propelled him. He was already a genius, obviously.
Yeah.
Did you guys know?
I
That
wrote
his-
that I admired that because I am somebody that's in my brain a lot. And
Oh.
and it's like, yeah, you can laugh at him and be irritated by him, but he's having a fucking great time.
Right. His older sister, taught him how to play piano. Well, originally was showing him how to play. She was actually better than him.
What? Okay, so
Yes.
it runs in the family.
Yeah,
Shit.
she was better than him, but because she was a woman, and she was going to be married.
She probably wasn't awarded the same opportunity.
Exactly. But can you imagine if she was able to like rise above that? And
If they had both been born into different time periods, they could have been
Yes.
like a brilliant sibling duo.
yeah, absolutely.
And she was also older, and what made Mozart the novelty of the
Yes.
king's thing was the fact that he could play so well so young.
Yeah.
That's what
Why?
made him more.
Do you want to be a performing monkey? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And she, so she's actually, they think that she may have written some of his earlier works, like help,
Oh,
not
I
only
bet.
help, but may have been like he wrote something at 6 or something like that. She may have actually been the person behind that.
Mhm.
And you can see as he grows up his change in music. If you listen to like his later stuff, and just like any artist out there, they evolve, right? And this dude is just out. He's by himself out there. He's in a league of his own. I've always admired his music since I was very young, and I still love it. I listen to it today, and yeah, the movie I thought was fantastic. Are you guys good? You guys good with your rating? Got a 6 and a 7. What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I
So
liked
I
it.
did-
I found myself listening to music while I was cleaning the other day. So
Nice.
I did
It's
want to bring
peaceful.
up this fun fact is
Please, sir.
so production was allowed, so they filmed in the Czech Republic,
Yes.
I didn't
Um,
know that.
and they were allowed to film inside real historical opera houses, including the Estates Theater where Mozart actually premiered Don
Yeah.
Giovanni.
Oh, that's amazing. I didn't know that.
Did you notice the chandeliers that they had were actual candles,
Yeah, so
like 1,000 candles?
that's another fun fact that I found
Yeah.
is that there was very little artificial light, and all the candle
Mhm.
scenes were lit only by candle.
Right. And they ran a risk of actually burning that place down.
Yes.
Well, think about the ability that they had in the 80s too, in terms of production. Like,
Yeah.
they don't have the
exactly.
ability to CGI a whole bunch of candles. They had to light a shit ton of candles.
That's
Yeah.
right.
But yes, with the wigs and the precariousness of that many candles on a chandelier, I'm just like, if I
Exactly. Exactly. So,
I was
what?
like, I
So the
like
director of this movie, what was his name again?
Milos
Milos
hold on. Foreman, I think.
Foreman sounds right. He actually lived in the Czech Republic
Oh, no way.
before he got out, and it's like at the time it was very you had to escape essentially, and he did. And going back, he was risking a lot, and it's a very like a difficult childhood for him. He had a lot of bad memories there, and doing it there was a big deal for him. And it was they watched them. I don't. Did you hear that also, Kevin? That the government kept tabs on everything
they watched
did.
the production. Yeah.
What?
Yes,
Big Brother is watching.
big
Jesus.
time. And it was like he was worried. He was worried that they were going to do something to him or to his production or whatever. So I mean that adds a little more. You're under pressure and you're trying to produce something that's great. And it did win awards. It did win an Oscar for F. Murray Abraham. Tom Hulce was also up for the same Oscar.
Oh,
which
shit.
is rare for that to happen in the same
And
movie.
speaking of rivalry, why is that
What
such a
the
hard word for me to
fuck?
say? Do you not have words that you just like can't say?
I do.
Sometimes.
That's one. Chivalry is another one.
Chivalry?
Chivalrous.
I can't say shoulder
Justice.
massage.
Shoulder massage.
We could go on for a long time. It's
I like
embarrassing.
this. This is cool. We're learning.
Isn't it? Kevin's
And
like,
one-
did she just break?
It also won
Mid-sentence.
8 Academy Awards, so
Yes. Yes. For like music, costumes, everything. They did
Yeah.
everything really well.
They
best
killed it.
director, best
They killed it.
actor, best picture, best soundtrack. Actually, the soundtrack became a bestseller too.
Right. Yeah. I
Yeah.
had it at one point.
Isn't it
Yes,
on? Can't you find it on Spotify?
Yeah, You should be able to. You should be able to. I do believe so.
Because maybe that would have been the obvious choice, but I listened to the soundtrack on YouTube while I was cleaning.
Also,
the
the
other day.
royalty guy was in Beetlejuice. That is actually in real life, like the actual character that he played is Marie Antoinette's brother.
Right.
Oh, no
Thank
way.
Kevin. Love that. Yes, because he actually says my own sister, Antoinette. And I think it was back in the 80s where I was
Right,
like, is
he
he
does-
talking about
he
Marie
does say that.
Antoinette?
Yeah.
And I go and I check it out, and sure enough, that's who he's talking about. And
Humble
this is
flex.
before obviously she was beheaded, right? So
Right.
I don't think anyone's bragging about that afterwards.
No, and he's actually saying that the choice of opera that Mozart wants to do, it's kind of like against royalty. It riles up the masses, and he didn't want to do it because he said his own sister. He doesn't say in France, but his own sister is having troubles over there for the same reason, which eventually leads to the French Revolution and
Yeah.
So that was good catch, Kevin.
Yeah, she
Good
should have
catch.
calmed down on the cakes. That's all I gotta say.
I'm telling you, dude. But I love cake. It's delicious.
Who doesn't love
I
cake?
love cake so
I
much.
mean- I mean, if you had to bath yourself out of a bowl with a rag, would you, and shit and throw your shit into the streets, would you not be eating as much fucking cake
Fuck
and wine as you could? Take
Eating
advantage
it and shitting at the same
of
time.
the good things that you can, because I could not have survived the 1800s just
Yes.
solely
Yeah, dude.
because of
Yes.
how dark it is all the time.
You had to bathe
couldn't deal with
yourself
that
with a
shit.
cloth and shit in the street. So you,
Mm,
out of everybody else, you deserve cake.
yes.
Yeah.
I think that's what she meant because she was
I
already
mean,
a spoiled girl.
everybody
Yeah.
in this time period should have been eating as much fucking cake as possible.
Right.
Enjoy the little
But they
things when you
couldn't.
gotta
They were
wash yourself with
exceedingly
dirty
poor.
water. I know. I think
They
I find
rose up.
myself. I don't know if you guys do this when you watch movies too, but I put myself into that time period as I'm
Mm.
watching it, and I'm like, could I deal with this? Like me and Watson, my Kevin, as we're now referring to him as Watson, listeners,
Watson.
are currently watching Game of Thrones, and
Yes.
I say to, I'm like, I couldn't do it.
You'd probably be in charge,
Well, Game
man.
of Thrones is a completely made up place, so
You'd be putting people's
Just
heads on
saying.
pikes. I know you would be killing
on
it
pikes.
on Game of Thrones. Kevin might
No,
not
but
be
that
so lucky.
time period of
No, yes,
of
I know what
horseback
you,
and
I know what you
and
mean.
knights and castles and ladies and
Yes.
lords and
I was
I
just
don't
being
know.
fresh,
I don't know if I
Alicia.
would have married well. I'm too lippy. I probably would have been a whore or like
Hey.
a bar wench.
Hey, man, some men like lippy women,
What?
even back in the day.
I don't know. I think I would have been murdered for sure.
I would have. I would probably be dead already.
No, you're pretty strong. I think you
Yeah,
could do
but-
well on horseback with a sword.
I mean, maybe if
I
I was
don't think I
raised
would
back
be there
then.
at all. I had
But
not seen any
I would have gone into
Hispanics
battles.
in
Yeah,
Game of Thrones, to be honest.
That's
I would have gone
no,
into some.
you were just a different
You were an
clan,
Aztec.
David.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've actually the in game what season are you on, by the way, Game of Thrones wise?
Season
one.
We just got to season 5.
Okay, so you've
Oh,
already been
So
past
you've already been past the Red Wedding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've already watched it through. We're watching it a second time,
but
but
the Great
Oh.
Grassy and the leader.
and I've read the books.
You've heard the books?
I've also
I've
read
the books.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I'm a nerd.
You are.
Anyways,
Who's that guy I'm trying to think of, man?
I don't know.
I don't fucking know.
The horse guy, the horse rider, the great
Jason
sea.
Momoa.
Yes. That's probably the clan I'd
You
be a
know,
part
you
of.
gave me very little, and oh yeah, you would have been a Dothraki for sure.
I would have been.
Hey,
Thank you,
The
Dothraki.
guy on the horse
Mm.
was the guy on
Yeah,
the
dude.
horse. You know
Yeah.
that
It's okay.
guy
I got you.
with the eyebrows.
And she figured it out. You didn't.
Yeah, I
She
knew that
got it.
David would compare himself to Jason Momoa.
I mean,
for
how
sure.
many dark dudes on a horse on the other side did you see? You know what I'm saying? Great Grassy.
Grey Worm.
Great show.
No, Grey Worm was on the other side, dog.
He was a dark.
But he was on a horse.
man on a
Yeah.
horse.
Yeah, but I'm talking about anyway. we're
I
we're
love our
going past the-
conversations.
yes.
Did you guys ever do those explosion in your brain thing in school where you would write like a word in a circle and then you would write in another circle what that
Yes.
word made you think of?
What a
And then you
nice
would just keep going until
educational
you
system Canada has. I like that.
until you
I did
filled
it.
the page and then you would reflect on
No,
No, not
No.
we
that.
didn't do
no.
that shit.
We did it.
It's
We did it
fun.
for like storylines. So it was called brainstorming. And they would put a
Yeah.
picture of a brain. We'd put the
Yeah.
freaking whatever.
See,
And then we
there's
would build-
reasons behind it, David.
We would build a
Close
story
to
off
Canada again, Maine. Yeah,
of
it was like in my school. It was like, okay, I'm gonna give you the C. What? How do you spell it? Cat. A-T. That was our schooling. So
You turned
Thank
out
you.
so well, though, so
I
that's
know.
good.
yes, it's
Look
all
at you.
self-learning. I really love
Look at how
self-learning.
deep you are. You picked this movie.
I know. I also
How
watched
far
the
you've come.
end of Rome yesterday. I was like, really, like it popped in my head, like how did it really end? And so I watched a couple of YouTube videos and I learned how it ended badly, apparently.
But
Anyway,
movie judge, I am interested to hear your rating,
yes,
given our thoughts here.
bam, son. Okay, so I got a 6 from our prosecutor, Mr. Kevin, and a 7 from Alicia. And I'm ready to roll on this one. I just want to say a few things. I think, from me, the movie, it represented a lot about, when I was growing up in high school and yawning and all that shit. And hey, order in the court. I actually, well, I'm not going to say that. It's probably not a good thing to say. But I did watch it from a girlfriend. She's the one who showed it to me because she thought it was amazing. And I went over to her house and I saw it, but I wasn't much paying attention to the movie at the time. And then years later, I saw it again and I was like, oh, this is a good movie. That's what she was trying to say. This is after we broke up. Anyway, I really admired not only the way it was made, but the person they were talking about. He's one of my favorite artists of all time.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan. Also, I don't know if you know, but Salieri was actually a very good composer in his own right. He was
Yes.
well known and famous, right?
Mhm.
And like you said, he was a little jealous of most. I mean, who wouldn't be? The dude was amazing, right? So I love the movie. It's one of my favorites. I'm gonna find it guilty for being one of the best movies of all time. That's right. I said it. And I know that you guys don't agree just by the reaction.
No, I'm glad that I watched it. Truthfully,
Good.
I
I'm
like
glad.
musicals.
Thank you.
I am
Alicia.
a fan of Mozart myself.
Nice.
So, even though I would like to share a fun fact,
Please.
that it does not make your children smarter, people. You don't have to make your kids listen to Mozart in utero. It's not going
True.
to make your kids smarter.
That-
Why are
But
you
What?
lying?
classical, no, I was reading about this, but classical
just kidding.
music does make you more productive. Like if you're
That's-
listening
yeah.
to it while you need to get something done or like at work
Or beat your wife.
like
Jesus Christ, that went a whole other way.
Like
Yeah,
we're
sleeping,
well,
describing
he just-
a different movie if
We
that's
just
the
covered the whole
soundtrack.
spectrum. Of
sleeping with
what
the
it's
enemy. He
possible.
listens to
So,
fucking
what I
Mozart
was
when he
gonna
beats his
say-
wife, Julia Roberts.
Fair.
Good point.
Is that I
Good
would
point.
challenge our
Where's my
listeners that
camera?
even though it might not strike you as a movie that you would want to watch or you would pick initially to watch, I would challenge you to check it out. It was good. I'm glad I
Yes.
watched it.
And
Me
if
too.
you don't make it all the way through, I told you so.
Yeah. You're probably very much like Kevin. You get sleepy. That's okay.
I like to be
Too
entertained.
many
It's
operas.
nothing wrong with naps. I
Too
napped
many
like
notes.
7
Like
times
to be
yesterday.
Too many
entertained.
notes.
I like
But-
movement of a story, no
It was good.
stagnant.
So
God damn, she got a lot of notes.
I wrote positive things.
I know.
I'm glad I watched it.
I didn't
So,
write anything
glad.
negative. I
Thank
didn't
you
write
for the
anything negative.
suggestion.
Did you? Are you glad you saw it there, Kevin?
Yeah.
Well, he gave it a 6. To me, that's good from
Yeah.
Kevin.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's over 50%.
Exactly.
I mean,
Thank you guys.
So much work that went into the whole thing, so they did a good job.
And thank you to our listeners for diving down our 80s movie rabbit holes with us.
Absolutely. What are we doing next, guys?
We have a holiday-related trailer coming your way for our last episode of 2025, which is crazy.
What won? I know you put in a
Home
list.
Alone won by a landslide, guys.
Bitch.
That's crazy.
I know.
I've never seen it. I saw it the other day.
I watch it every
Angie
year.
loves to watch. Yeah, exactly. I never used to watch it, and I'd never seen it until I met Angie. Now I've seen it 7 years in a row. 7 years in a row, man. I haven't seen part 2 though.
37 years in a row.
God damn, son. I'm sorry.
So sorry, guys. I won that one. Our listeners chose though. But
yes, you're the favorite, Alicia. We know. Everyone loves Alicia.
Say I'm the favorite. I'm just saying Home Alone's a great fucking movie.
It is.
I actually haven't seen it in a few years, so I'm excited to watch the trailer with you guys after this.
Cool.
And to watch it in time for the holidays. And tell us what you guys would rate this movie in the comments on Spotify or YouTube.
Please, please, please.
It has to be in candy form.
Thank you so much. I just want to say, Kevin, thank you for your input. Kevin is the host of Where the Weird Ones Are. He's also the producer of my show, David Don't Know, with Where the Weird Ones Go Productions.
I also
go check him
this
out.
show as well.
Yes, go follow him, please. Give him all the love he deserves, which is a whole lot. And Alicia Watson is the host of 2 very, very good podcasts. Both of them are crime. What are they? True crime. It was escaping me. One is
True crime
Twisted.
and spooky.
Yes. See, Twisted and Uncorked is good because it's true crime and spooky paranormal stuff. It's all mixed, and it's a great show. Definitely go check that out. And truly, oh my God,
Truly Twisted. Is
thank you. Truly Twisted
with a victim focus.
Exactly what Kevin said.
Tell me you both listen without telling me.
It's fucking good, okay? And it's bite-sized episodes, which are great, and they're like
Straight
Kevin
to the
said,
point.
they're yeah, exactly. There's no bullshitting around, and she has great details in it, and she is busting up on that show with over 20,000 downloads, right, Alicia? That's freaking awesome.
This in like the last 2 weeks, which is crazy.
God damn.
I don't know where it came from. I don't know how anyone found me. But
she's our Mozart. We're her Salieri, basically, in this.
No.
She's Mozart.
We are the 3 best friends that anyone could have in a great trio, in my opinion. So
we gotta do a video.
Go check out David's show. David Don't Know. It's
David
great.
Don't Know. Episode 10, episode 2. Check those out.
For more of us crazy
my
people.
Friends, yes. My friends are on that. All right, guys, that'll be it.
Crazy
We will be
and haunted.
Seeing you later, man.
Bye.
David out.
I was going to say something funny and I couldn't think of anything.
So dim the lights. Let the credits roll. It's the real verdict. Time to know.